she's a little dusty. Are you excited she drives?
Huh?
I said, are you excited she drives?
I knew to drive. It just... So, hey, we're making room today. We pulled this out of the front garage. We did something. The truck is home now. The shop that was working on it moved, and with building the S2000, I decided that right now the truck can just come home and stay here till I'm ready to start working on it again. And so the S2000 is coming home here soon, within the next week or two. We have nothing going on this weekend. Next weekend we're racing, and our month of September is pretty stacked also. Right now is the best time in the hot weather to clean out the garage. I'm gonna put the truck up front, put my Civic out back, and the G8 will stay out back, and hopefully we can make some room. I'm gonna move some stuff around, and hopefully we have room for everything. But I know you guys have never seen this car on the channel before, because it's never been out the garage. This is my barn find, my own car. I built this, I think I bought this car when I was 17. And I've had this car, me and one of my buddies, a long time ago, fixed it up, painted it, put the cage in it. And quick rundown, just to make it simple. It's a turbo B16. Really, just a B16 trans and everything else. I built this car when I was 18, 19, and all my friends ask, why don't I get it out? And it's because the knowledge I have now, I'd have to go through this whole car and redo it. We all know how we were when we were young. This is a car for some reason I cannot get rid of, and I'm kind of attached to it, and I've had this for a long time. Me and Emily took engagement photos with this car and her Subaru, and so it just kind of sticks around, it hangs out. It's the first time it's been out of the garage, about 3 or 4 years. The motor's pretty much brand new in it. We were going to take it to TX2K one year, and ended up breaking the exhaust off, and I got mad and just put it in the corner. So yeah, maybe one day we'll get this car done. Might make it into like a autocross car or something, but we'll see how we feel. Here's that. When we get the truck out, before we do that, we'll do a quick rundown, because I know a lot of you guys follow this channel because of the truck and is wondering where the truck has been and where's the truck, when's the truck going to come back out. So we'll do a rundown on that, the progress on it, where it's at now, and future stuff to come. But stay tuned. We also need to make room because we bought new pit bikes.
Pit bikes.
Yeah. So red one's Emily's, green one's mine. Basically like a Honda Grom, Benelli TNT 135. They're supposed to be the Grom killer. Emily's is all stock. Mine has intake, exhaust, and a tune on it. As of right now, I don't know. We went riding with a bunch of buddies last night with Groms, and they were a little bit faster in the quarter, but put some new gas in it, and it felt like mine was doing a little bit better, but we'll see later. But we figured we might as well get something to ride around at the track, better than the old mini bike, and something fun that we can just pedal around when we're not doing much. We still have the jet skis too. We got a lot of stuff, and I think it's about time to liquidate too. Let's get the truck out. Ready? All right, so here is the truck. Still full-size Chevy Silverado. We put a 25.5 cage in it, tubed the front ends, cut out, or actually got bed sides for it. That's actually the top for the S2000, so ignore that. We'll just go under it. It got out in the rain when we moved it, so unfortunately everything's got surface rust on it. I gotta take care of that before winter. But here's the bed sides. You know, there's absolutely nothing back here. It's gonna be a fiberglass cover and some wheel tubs when we get done with it. Like I said, carbon fiber top for the S2000. Go inside. Redid the floor, body dropped it, and full roll cage. It's basically a full chassis truck now. Took it down to bare frame and started back up. Everything's just loosely laying in there. Well, the door panel just came off neat. So yeah, and under the hood, need Emily for this part. Fiberglass bumpers, fiberglass hoods, Rear roll pan still the metal roll pan we had on it, but aesthetically I want this to look like a all steel, all glass truck. This is a class that I want to run, and truck classes. As you see me pull it out, it's really light. Probably won't disclose how light it is when it's all done. Neat.
It's not bolted on, so obviously.
And so I have the front suspension and everything in the truck. These aren't the wheels that are going to be on it. We have a G-body suspension for it, but this is basically how it sits right now. It needs a lot of work still, and that's the whole reason why I bought the S2000, was to hope that that would be easier to get done with than this. But that's turned out to be a little lengthier process. But let me grab the wheels that are mine and I'll show you what we got. We got a set of 30-30. I'm not quite sure the style, but we went with the bronze. Here is the front runner. I've only had these out a few times, but there's the fronts. Like them a lot. So, and here's the rear. I believe they're 10 wide. The reason they're not on the truck is I got a stock 8.8 axle in it. We need to make an axle, shorten it, obviously, because of how deep it is, and work on it from there. But that's basically the rundown for the truck. It's motor plated, everything's set up for an LS 400. We'll get it out one day. We'll work on it here soon. The plan is the S2000, race it a little bit. I might sell it, might keep it, but as you know, the engine and transmission for this truck went into that, and that's pretty much done. You've seen we got final horsepower numbers out of that, and hopefully we can get it on the track soon. Rear brakes are done. The only thing we need is alignment, but we're all busy, and I'm kind of honestly tired of working on stuff right now. So yeah, but there's the truck. Civic's gonna move back here, get a wash, and we got to reorganize the garage so we can bring the S2000 home and make room for whatever other junk that we get.
The neighborhood menace. Ah. Will it start again? I need to push it. It's so little. There we go. Dusty.
All right, we'll let Emily wash it, and we'll talk more about it later. So the Civic might be happy because it's out and the truck is in the garage that we have at the house. So it's gonna hang out here, like I said, until we're ready to work on it. But I see it and I get more motivation on it. It is hot. I'm out of breath, I'm fat. We just pushed this around, so we'll get it. Now this is gonna get nice and shined up, and it will go over to the shop where it will hang out and just make more room. Since this is half the car the truck is, we'll have more room. But man, still looks good. Look at those quarters. Bumper. That was, when the exhaust fell off last time, the bumper got ripped off too. So that was part of the reason why I got fed up with it. But no, this thing is still clean for a 92 Honda Civic. And like I said, had this car for a long time. Maybe we'll do more videos with it if you guys like it. But it's kind of like a throwback. And as you can see, definitely a throwback with, oh, we'll say about 2010 when stickers were cool. because it's just loaded with them. So if this comes back out, this has to get de-stickered. Alright, it's hot. Barn Find Civic's washed, and it's gonna sit back here now and chill. Might work on it. Like I said, if you guys want to see more about this, let us know. Maybe we'll get working on it sometime next year and get it out. Maybe. G8s need an oil change. We need to check over some nuts and bolts and everything. Then Friday morning, we are heading to Norwalk, Ohio for NMCA. We will be there with Horsepower Depot. I am helping them with their cars, and I'm helping Emily with her car, and gonna be pulling double duty, and we will have a good weekend. Hopefully it's not as hot. And you guys saw the truck. It is now at the house and hanging out there. It'll be there for a little bit, but if you guys want a more in-depth update on the truck, I can probably give it to you, but I pretty much ran through everything and showed you guys everything on the truck as is. Yeah, other than that, we have more room back here. When the S2000 is ready to come home, I'll clean up a little bit more, organize. I gotta take 1,000,000 gallons of oil to somewhere. And yeah, so if any local people want some oil, let me know. I got about, I don't know, 60 gallons of it. It's been back here and I let it get out of hand, and I'm at the point where I just buy a new bucket instead of dumping old buckets. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next weekend in Norwalk, Ohio. And we'll go from there.